this is Shagun Smith Francis, and you're watching Teach Me SF. In today's session, we'll be discussing the meaning of a bank and what is an NBFC, non banking financial corporation. Then, we will be taking up the difference between the bank and the NBFC. So, let's begin with today's class. You all must be having a bank account and you all must be using it regularly. So, what is the need for a bank account? The bank account that you all have, you use it for basically two purposes. Whenever you have an extra money or you want to save some money, you put it in the bank. And whenever you are in need of that money, you take it out from the bank. If you're in need of some more money for some money that you don't have and you need an extra amount of money, that is also lended by the banks to you. It can be a short term lending or a long term lending. So we can say that a bank basically performs two acid test functions, that is accepting deposits and lending. Here acid test function means that any institution, if it wants to be called a bank, must perform both these functions, that is accepting deposits and lending. If any of the two functions is missing, if any one is missing, then it fails to be called a bank. For example, if we talk about a post office also accepts deposits, but it does not lend money. That is why a bank, that is why a post office is not a bank. Similarly, if we talk about NBFC, non-banking financial corporations, these are the companies that actually work on similar terms as banks, but the difference between these are that they do lending for us, they give us loans, and they also do investments for us, but they don't accept deposits. That is why these are non-banking financial companies. These are the companies that don't hold a banking license, and but they still operate under the banking regulation. These companies are registered under the Companies Act 1956 and are engaged in the businesses of loans and advances, acquisition of shares, stocks and bonds for investments, in the hire purchase business, in the insurance business and in the chit fund business. So, what are the major differences between banks and NBFCs? We have already discussed that an NBFC cannot accept demand deposits. Demand deposits means that the amount that you put in the savings account and that can be withdrawn at any time on demand of the person, of the account holder. So that is the first major difference between a bank and the NBFC. The second difference is that an NBFC cannot collect payment and settlement system, cannot collect payment and cannot do payment on our behalf. For example, a bank collects check on our behalf and it also does a lot of payments, a number of payments on our behalf, but an NBFC cannot do so. Similarly, when we open up account in any bank, we get a checkbook which is drawn in the name of the bank, and when we give a check to somebody, a payment can be drawn from our bank account. But in case of an NBFC does not issue checks on its name. The fourth difference is that the deposit insurance facility that the banks avail are not given to the NBFCs. These facilities are basically given from Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation, but these are not available to the NBFCs. So this is all for today. And in tomorrow's class, we will be taking up the major functions of a bank. Apart from the two asset test functions, there are other functions also that the bank performs, and we'll be discussing all the functions in detail. Till then, take care. Bye bye.